Today's gratitude challenge is to donate. So, this is day 9 of our gratitude challenge. We're making our way to March. We're trying on all kinds of gratitude activities, things that increase the gratitude within us and give us perspective and uplift us so that when it comes to doing our monthly challenges, we're going to have a few things in our pocket, a few ways to express gratitude that we can easily do every day. So donating, it's, I think, a big part of being human. Most of us love to share and to give, and there's so many ways to donate. So in the challenge, it specifically said like donate like food or time to a food bank, right? So that's a great thing to do. There's always, especially if you live in a big city, there's always people in need. I'm part of the board of a wonderful local uh, charity called Joshua's Heart Foundation. It's been years, and I love being a part of this. And it was started by a 4-year-old when he was 4. He's a grown up now. He started when he was 4. He had his first like $20 all to himself. And after church, he saw a hungry homeless man, and he needed money. So he gave him his full 20, and then he kept asking his family, like, why was he hungry? Like, why, like, oh, he's poor. Why is he poor? Like he wanted to understand, and then he wanted to do something about it. And he was so incessant that he started a foundation to stomp out hunger. It's a beautiful thing. So, what is the Joshua's Heart in your community? Now, thankfully, his has grown, and it's a national organization, and it's lived on beyond him, which is a beautiful thing. So, what is that in your community? What is a place you can donate time, energy, money, of course, is always helpful. And so I wrote some tips on how to do that. Donating money. Choose something you care about. So I remember when my kids were small, we used to play like a money management thing. And so we'd give them the allowance, and 10% would save to the angel envelope. And then once a year, it's like, okay, where do you want to donate this money? So animal causes were a big thing. Every time, so I've been a film producer. I do real estate for my family. And anytime I have like a big payout, I always like, okay, what am I doing with my tithing or my giving? And I love, I love giving away money to causes when I'm able to. So I love it. One of my dreams is to be a ridiculous philanthropist. So I love this. So I remember that one time I made a big real estate deal, and I was like, okay, I have a good chunk. How do I divide? I don't know, maybe it was like 10 grand or something to give away. And I was like, okay, I had the best time. So of course I did my local, I did animals, homeless, women's shelters. I did a bunch of stuff. So when you're able to, that's fantastic. But there's been times where I'm not able to do that. So I always think about what I can do. And I love doing closet edits. I'm constantly going through my closet and giving stuff away. So what are some ways that you like to give and donate? And it could be official with a nonprofit. It could also be in other ways, like volunteering is it's an act of service. Just talking to like the family or in your neighborhood. So I know you've got a lot of wonder, wellness, and wisdom to share with people. So what are your favorite ways of doing that? So we talked about, choosing a cause that you care about. If you're giving to an organization, make sure it's a reputable one. Hopefully they've got some transparency about where the funds go to. Support local causes. That's a really important one. Consider doing reoccurring donations. I know when we had the flower company, and they still do it, we had like ongoing through the paycheck to be able to support like an orphanage, which was a beautiful thing to do. Shop with purpose. There's so many conscious brands now. I love that about this time that we're living. So a lot of you can donate by your purchase with your purchase power. And of course, every November there's that Giving Tuesday, but every Tuesday can be Given Tuesday. So donating time, I know you've got some skills, there's always skills, marketing, accounting, web design, whatever your expertise is that someone would, needs. Volunteer your time directly, of course, mentor or tutor. We talked about that. Participate in fundraising events, advocate for change. That's another way. If you want to see a change in your local government or national government, how can you advocate for that? That's a way of donating for a cause. So here's some tips. Start small, be consistent, do your research, and have fun. So I think I've realized with most of my hands that most people need practice receiving. Most people it's much easier to give. However, I do think it's important to have some kind of structure to that. So you have some guardrails, and then you honor your time and your commitments, and these things don't add to overwhelm. So us workaholics have to be mindful of that, not overcommitting. So what are your what are your favorite top 3 ways of donating, and how does that enrich your gratitude practice? Please let me know, and be well.